Hey everybody, welcome back. My name is Ricky. I'm with Maricopa Online Thrift, and we're back with another eBay horror story as promised. I was going to post a video yesterday, but since it was President's Day, I kind of felt like, nah, everybody's having a good time, having barbecues, what have you, watching games, and I just waited for today. But I did want to come back and, as promised, the other horror story that I had with eBay. Not everything with eBay is horrible. I think just eBay played a minor role in this. It wasn't eBay's fault. Uh, where do I start? I'm going to start with the portion that I know because I wasn't actually at this storage auction. My wife and my son went to the storage auction. They bought a unit. It was a fairly decent unit. Had a lot of collage stuff, picture frames, a lot of camera stuff to make really nice collages. It was pretty nice stuff. It also had some little pet shop figures. I don't know if you remember those. Lots of new ones, lots of loose ones. And my wife came home and goes, "Hey, bought our unit, had a bunch of this stuff." I was like, "Oh, we can kind of, go from there. This is something that we can probably push." At that time, those little pet shops were worth something. I'm not sure if they're worth anything now. I know recently I kind of looked them up and they weren't really going for much anymore. I think it's a phase that goes by. Anyway, uh, my wife, I think, did mention possibly that the owner was there of that storage unit and they had asked something. I'm going to leave that beginning portion out because I'm not 100% sure since I wasn't there at that auction. I'm going to go by what happened afterwards. Later, when I'm with my wife, I'll bring her on, and she can kind of tell you what happened at the facility prior to everything that occurred. So, what happened was we did get a couple of phone calls from the owner of the storage facility, not the storage facility, the storage, and asking, want my stuff back, I need my stuff back, you stole my stuff, and not true. Everything that's sold out of storage is pretty much, you know, you should have paid for it, or it goes to whoever purchased it. They get every, right to everything that's in there. What does happen is we do leave anything that's personal pictures, documents, passports, any sort of that documentation is left behind. We leave it, we turn it into the office, and we're done. Anything that's taken over is everything that, like the little pet shops. I mean, that's not something that is going to be used in a life-changing manner. Old picture frames, picture slides that you put into like for the photo frame. That's stuff that's not personal. It's stuff that's just, do you really need it? I mean, is it really that bad that you need this stuff? Uh, anyway, that happened for a couple of days. After that, my wife did put stuff on eBay for sale, and it was some of the picture stuff because it was a certain brand of picture stuff to make the collages. She did get a bid on one. There was a winner, and this is where what everything concurred from here. And this is where everything started. Um, the sale was made. The winning bidder messaged my wife and said, and then I'm just going by what I recall because it has been, quite a bit. They mentioned, "Hey, I see you're in Arizona. I want to buy more of this stuff. Can I do a local pickup?" eBay still does local pickups. It is recommended to be careful or to meet somewhere sometimes, or if you feel comfortable, they can pick up because either way, your address does show on the label when you're mailing it out, unless you have a PO box. But I think eBay doesn't recommend having a PO box because they want to make sure you get your item back. And if you sell something that's really expensive, you want to make sure you get the item back and there's a refund. Anyway, they say, "Well, I want to buy everything that you have because I'm really interested in this stuff." At the time, uh, my wife felt, it's kind of weird, but they want to buy everything. And I think we were like, well, just let them see, come through, sort what we have, and they'll probably make a bigger purchase than what they did on eBay. So that happened. On their way, they were on their way that day, and my wife had a funny feeling. She goes, "Hey, I don't know, but I got a feeling it's the storage owner." I'm like, "No, I don't think so. They wouldn't be that desperate looking on eBay just to pick up something." So evening came by. The person stopped by. She was very nice at the beginning. It's like, "Oh, hi," that. She comes in and it's like, "Oh, here's the stuff that you got on eBay." She turns around and that's where she says, "Oh, this is my stuff. You bought my stuff. You got my stuff." Like, so yeah, it was. My wife looks at me and goes, "Oh, yeah, it's the storage shoulder." So this lady was just ranting off for a little bit on how much this stuff meant to her. It was her stuff. It was just going on, and then she brought her daughter, and then she just wouldn't stop, and she wouldn't leave. So we ended up calling the police just to let them know, "Hey, we got this lady here. This is what happened. She's not leaving." And she kept fidgeting. And we was like, we didn't know she had a gun or something or a knife. So the police stopped by. Small town. They stopped by. They came into the house. The lady kind of like, "What are they doing here?" I was like, "Well, you're kind of, not leaving. You already got what you wanted, but leave." And she kind of calmed down. And then she goes, "No, no, I'll buy the stuff back from you." So they're like, "You know what? You can buy this stuff from us, and just move along." And the police kind of told her, "Hey, just finish what you're doing and leave." And then they did, mention, if we have to come out here again, it's not going to be a nice thing because we're going to have to, use force, or somebody's going to get in really big trouble. So the ladies all, "Oh, okay, okay." And then the police left, which, they were grateful that they were here. And she was very insistent on seeing, "Well, what else do you have? What else do you have? Where's my other stuff?" I'm like, "No, some of the other stuff is already gone." Personal stuff, I don't know if she even picked it up, because it ended up where she was either the granddaughter or the daughter of the owner of the unit, and she was just there to pick it up. But I think she was the one that was paying for the facility. A little bit more time progressed. She was just delaying, and she would not leave. And then she calls the other daughter. So the other daughter comes, and I have all three of them in the house, and like, come on, let's go. And it was done. And my wife's like, "You know what? I have one more thing, just to push it in." And she opens one of our closet stores, and the little pet shops are there. She goes crazy. They go, "Oh, my little pet shops." And she turns and looks at the daughter. "Look, it's your childhood memories." Childhood memories. They were still in boxes. They were loose. The daughter's all, "It doesn't matter. It's okay." But no, she just made a big deal about it, and it's more drama. Had her there for a little bit more time until finally, she was got. We finally got her to go away. She did pay for the stuff that she took, but we still ended up with more. We still had more, and she was so pissed off about it that she just, was just like, "Oh," she left. Next days go by, and my wife was getting phone calls and hang-ups. Phone call, hang up. Phone call, hang up. One time, she got a call in the middle of the night, and the ladies was just going off. "I hope you do bad," and trying to throw this curse on us. And it was just like crazy. The following week, we went back to the auction. I went with my wife this time, and we told the auctioneer, it's like, "Hey, we got this crazy lady giving us a call in the middle of the night." Goes, "Oh my God, is it this such and such person?" I'm like, "Yeah, doing the same thing to me. I already banned her from going anywhere that we're going." And it was just something that she was doing. She was back and forth, calling, harassing. We had to change her phone numbers. But prior to that, she did call, and I went off on her. I just, I went off on her, and I hung up, and I told my wife, "We're changing the phone numbers." So we did, and that was the last of that. We didn't hear from her again. The bad thing is she did have her address, but she never came back and did anything, and we got rid of everything else that was left over. It was pretty crazy, pretty insane, but it's not the first time that stuff like that has happened. And I believe she originally got the phone number from the facility. Somehow they gave her the phone number. She called, and it went sour from there. We did have another facility where I was there. We emptied out the unit. It was mainly trash. I mean, a couple of pieces of furniture that we kept, a couple boxes, a tub, everything else was thrown out. It was just trash. That same day, the owner of that storage locker calls us, say, "Hey, I want to buy my stuff back." I'm like, "How did you get my number?" He goes, "Oh, the person at the facility gave me the number to call you to see if you were able to sell me my stuff back." I'm like, "Oh, great." So we told her, "You know what? If you want your stuff, it's in the trash," because that's pretty much what it was: broken stuff, broken furniture, dirty mattress, and it's in the trash. It's right by the facility. It's in the trash. Even the facility guy allowed us, "Yeah, you can just toss it in the trash. It's not much." And that was that. That person didn't call back. They just it was just freaked us out, because why are they giving their phone numbers? When I called the manager of that facility, and they said, "Yeah, they're not supposed to give any information for people to buy the storages." So that was taken care of right away. But stuff like that happens, and on eBay, like I said, be careful. Be careful when you do local pickups. Be careful who you're dealing with. Kind of look at their feedback. This particular person, I don't remember. I think it's my wife has her eBay, so I'm not sure if this person already had items that she purchased, or she opened up an eBay, searched for a specific item, found it, and that's okay. Yeah, this is the person. So stuff like that. I think eBay kind of changed their rules a little bit. I think they're a bit more careful, and they do give out warnings like, "Hey, if you do a local pickup, please be careful." And that's what we're, pretty much saying today. Be careful with local pickups. Make sure it's during the daytime. Make sure it's somewhat public. Nowadays, stuff happens, and I've been watching the news today, and it's so much crazy things going on right now in life that people getting stabbed for no reasons, car accidents, people getting robbed for no reasons. It's just these kids nowadays just beating up other kids just for fun, just to have a viral video, and it's sad. It's a sad thing. It's a sad world, but hopefully things change. Society right now, it's just it's horrible. It's just horrible. We're lucky to be in a community where everybody watches out for each other, but stuff does happen. But you need to be aware of your surroundings, be safe, be aware where your kids are, be aware where your kids are hanging out with. Life is short. My wife always says, you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. You don't know if this is the last day on earth for you. And it's true. We don't know if tomorrow you're not going to wake up, or tomorrow something's going to happen and you're going to be in an accident. Live life to your fullest. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your family. Just take it one day at a time, because, anything can happen. But I'm already rambling on something else. But we were here for eBay horror stories. That's what you got. That's the eBay horror story for the day. We do have more. And I'll see you on the next video. But we will keep on posting other videos. So you guys enjoy, and hope to see you soon. Good luck.